Hmm. How do I change stream elements again? I forgot. It's a bot in it. Shit, man. Settings on the chat. Not the stream manager. Okay. This is episode 6 on today's agenda. The feed. US and student fees. Sweet. Okay. You're arriving at the food. Watching the episode 6, bro. How about I change it? 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 I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we are ready. We are steady. And we are go, people. Welcome back to the Folds. Happy belated New Year, people. 20th of January right now. I know I'm a bit late to the new year, but it's all good. I hope everyone has a good New Year's. Hope plans go to plan for everyone in the new year. And I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to get this year on the way with the fall. I'm excited to get this year on the way with all the things I'm ready to just bring to you guys because um after a couple of weeks of just seeing how things are going with the streams, how things are going with um the conversations, the debates, the topics, and all of that, I try to figure out where is it that I think I excel. What areas do I like? What areas do I not like? And so I figured it out. And I got plans. I got plans for you guys for this year. I'm so excited to get into it. So, if you want to be part of the journey, if you want to see what the Fold has planned, you want to be involved in the Fold this year, go ahead and follow me on the TikTok, on the Twitch, on the YouTube. I'll be streaming on there every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So it's not like there's just one day. You can choose which day you wanna tune in. You can also tune into the day which you feel like it might be most interesting to you. You know, like I said, man's got plans. There's plans there. Every Tuesday we have the feed. The feed, we're going over topics around the world, topics in discussion and conversation. Um, I'll read up on it. I'll come on to the Fold here, like we're doing today on the feed, and we'll just talk about it. Do you feel me? There's so much things going on in the world right now, and I feel like finding the place to um not just hear about it in it, but um get your voice heard. State your opinion, what you think about it, how you feel about it, all of these stuff here there. um it's important. Especially with the landscape of the world right now. And that's what the feed is here for. That's what it's here for. You might bring me in suggestions, I might have suggestions, or like we all know what's going on right now, so we just come up on here and we just start yapping about it. Do you feel me? On Thursdays we have the projects. The projects. These are just the things that I'm working on. Like I said, I got big plans for this year where we're moving the Fold to. And so if you want to be not if you want to be, but if you want to see the projects that we're working on, the different ideas that I have, the different takes that I might take on things. Hi Alicia, how are you? um if you want to hear all of these things, just see what I'm working on, videos that I'm working on, scripts that I'm writing, etc., etc. All of these things, in it, right? Tune in on Thursdays. That's where it's happening. And oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Thank you so much. I'm good. Um, this uni stressing me out as per usual, innit? But we'll get onto that later. Um, how's uni for you, anyways? So if you want to join on Thursdays, you can come in, see my thoughts, see my ideas, see what we're working on. And if you want to see the product of it, make sure you follow the YouTube, because the YouTube's gonna be rolling out the clips, man. The clips are gonna be rolling out on there. So Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, follow me on there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, oh, you're on it right now, right now. Oh, that's crazy. Is it busy today? So did you do on the weekends as well? Maybe. Um. So yeah, tune in on Thursdays for that. Saturday, is Unfolded. Now, Unfolded is the most. It's. I'm so excited for Unfolded, and I know it's gonna do. It's gonna do numbers. Sunday. Oh gosh, that must be Sunday 6 till 2. That must be like. Was it busy? I don't know. I know people don't really go out on those days, do they? No, they don't. If it was like on a Saturday, innit, or it might have been Friday or Saturday, it might have been a bit peak. What are you doing? Streaming right now. But we're gonna be getting into conversation about the US. Even though I hate talking about the US, man, so much because I don't live in the US and I don't care about it. You know, I don't really care about the US too tough. Um, oh, damn, overdose and oh, that's sad. What was the OD on? Um, yes, US. We're gonna be talking about the US today, and then we're gonna be talking about something a bit closer to home, a bit closer to the situation right now. Anyways, I was talking about Unfolded. Saturdays are for Unfolded. So if you wanna come in on Saturdays, it's a live open space. Anyone can come in, join the call. There'll be a debate topic or just a hot topic in it. And if you want to see your views, I'm gonna ask a question. You want to see your views, or you want to go like bar for bar with me? Go ahead. That's happening on Unfolded on Saturday. So again, if you want to be a part of it, make sure you join the Discord as well. I'll put the Discord link. Mm, do you know what? Yeah, in my next post, I'll put the Discord link there in it. So if you want to be a part of Unfolded, be a part of the debate, conversation, everything that happens on there, you can join on Saturday. That happens on Saturday and every day, same time, 5 till 7. I'm here. Uh, on Twitch I got a couple. On Twitch I got like five, and then on here I got. What? I mean, there was just one now. There was two, and now there's one. You. Hi. But yeah. So if you wanna join Unfolded, come on to the Saturday stream again every day. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 5 till 7. I'm excited to see what I can produce this year. I'm excited for you guys to see what I can produce this year, what we can produce this year, and we're gonna go crazy. Yeah, we're gonna go crazy. Do you feel me? I don't know how crazy we go, but we're gonna go dummy crazy. We're gonna go crazy like, oh, what's a crazy performance? What's a crazy performance? We're going crazy like Sasuke 5 Kage Summit, bro. That's how crazy we'll go. We're going crazy like Deku V Overhaul. We going crazy, bro. We're going crazy, bro. We're going insane this year. Anyways, I'm yapping. I'm yapping. Let's hop straight to it. Let's hop straight to it, guys. Because, bro, it's so like I said. I don't like I don't like talking about um I don't like talking about the US too much. I don't like talking about the US too much because that country is just something else of its own. Do you feel me? Yo, Ibrahim, you good? Um, yeah, the US is a different country of its own, and as the years go by, I start to realize like, cool. I know like I'd want to go and visit the US. You get me? One, two times maybe, just to see Wagwan. Miami Spring Break seems nice. New York, Times Square. Come on, LA, something like that. Do you get me? But in recent weeks, not even in recent, I shouldn't even say in recent weeks, but just across like the years, or at least the time where Trump has been in term for now, the US just seems to be growing ever more dangerous by the day. Ever more dangerous, especially when you have someone like Trump who is um heading this nation. Heading this nation, do you feel me? I mean, if I'm gonna label the US like under just like one word, under just like I'll play along in it, like just like see if I can like label it under one word. For me, I think of US like I think of narcissism. I think of narcissistic immediately, innit? But maybe some might argue in it. I like come to the conclusion like okay, the word I want to describe the US with is narcissistic because of like the leader that you got in place. This guy is like prototypical narcissism. Do you feel me? Like everything has to do to fuel his ego, to fuel Trump's ego. Everything that this brother does, yeah, um, in power, out of power, um, but at least in his second term now, it is to fuel his ego completely fuel his ego, you know. And I remember, when the U.S. elections were going on, and then it was announced that Trump had won, and he was coming in for a second term. The word around was going around, oh, he's coming for retribution. This is retribution. This is for everyone who did him wrong in his first term. He's coming now to, set the record straight. He's gonna deal with it all. Type situation. Yeah, that's what um the rhetoric was around Trump. That retribution. You feel me? And I think that retribution is starting to point itself. No, I don't. It is starting to point itself now to the situation we got currently going now with Greenland and NATO and the US. You know, see the like, bro, the situation at hand right now is the prime example of what we're saying when we're talking about Trump game for his retribution. Okay. I think that's just I don't know. I don't know. But okay, cool. Um, that is the rhetoric that was going around. The fact that Trump was coming in for retribution. Okay, so we come 2025, January, we're here. It's cool. Oh bless. And some way, somehow, the US always manages to start the year off with some crazy shit, some wild stuff all the time. Every single like maybe this is just my memory serving me in it, right? But it seems to me like every single January, like January comes around, the US has done something and it's setting off World War Three. It's setting off like some conflicts. You feel me? Let's just go through a few. Yeah, speech impediment. Chill. Go through a few. So we had I think 2021. January 2021. January 6th. We had the Capitol riots, yeah? Mash up. That was because of Trump. You feel me? Starting off the year, crazy. Cool. Then we had oh man, I put my notes. Then 2020, was it 2022 or 3? Let me double check. 2023, you had the Congress chaos, yeah? You had these lot trying to vote for the Speaker of the House 15 rounds. This was going on for days. They still couldn't be able to do it. Mash it up. Cool. 2022, I missed 2020. 2022 was COVID, yeah, right? That was a global thing, innit? Calm. But the US was still a bit. You get me? 2025 comes, we got election. The election was later that year. Trump won the election. Like you said, bro, he said he was coming for the retribution. You feel me? And Now 2026, in the span of 1 month, yeah, right? Um, we've not even it's only been 20 days of this month as well, which is so crazy. 20 days into the new year, yeah, right? And we now have Trump going into countries, taking presidents, trying to forcefully take land and wanting to put a war criminal on the panel to solve world peace for Israel, not world peace, to for peace between Israel and Gaza. My apologies for that. Starting off the year like crazy. Starting off the year insanely wild, as the US usually does. As it usually does. And so, like I said, this year, I already gone through Venezuela president captured Maduro in the night. Me myself, bro. I remember I was sleeping. I wake up 2 a.m. yeah, and I'm seeing, yo, US man have gone into Venezuela and they've just kidnapped the president. They kidnapped them, took him over. Cool. We had that. We have the Greenland issue. Yeah. We also have the ice issue as well. On top of that. So these story. Oh, not even. Oh, sorry. On top of the ice stories as well, we don't also forget that we still have the Epstein files. The Epstein, that was one of the first video I did was covering the Epstein files. Um, the Epstein files as well are still is still going on in this year. These 20 days of January, and this is all that's going on in the US. It's madness. It's madness. Yeah. So I just wanna touch on these. I wanna touch on these, and then I'ma tell you what I think, because I don't think these are all. Although they are separate events here, right? They're separate events. You have the ice shooting of Renee Good. You have the kidnapping of Maduro. You have Trump trying to take Greenland. You have the Epstein files. These all seem like separate issues, yeah, right? But it's all one actor. It's all one actor. Who is the actor? Trump in the US. That's the actors. Different theater, same play. Different theater, same play. All right. So we're gonna start off with. Where should we start off? I'm gonna start off with Ice, yeah, right? Because, or should I start off with Maduro? Because that was the first thing that happened this year. So let's start off with Maduro. Look, shoe. Actually, I'm gonna start off with Ice. Let's start off with Ice, because that's like fresh in everyone's memory. That's like fresh as everyone's memory. Yeah, right. Look, ICE was brought into the US, yeah, to act as an enforcement agency for immigration. Now, if you want to ask my views of immigration or whatnot, we can talk about that on a separate. If you want to talk about that, yeah, if you want to talk about that, hop onto Unfolded on Saturday. Yeah, if you really want to know my take on immigration and whatnot, you just hop on Saturday. Like, I'm not gonna talk about it here, right? That's not what I'm talking about now, yeah, right? But that's a reason why ICE had been brought in to the US, yeah, right? And like, if you listen to like even an ounce of news, yeah, right? Or even if you just listen to like an ounce or whatever Trump has to say, this guy is always gonna like talk about how he has stopped immigration completely, bro. We've been sending people out. And according to the stats, in September alone, there was 1.4k deportation flights, yeah? Sending people back to, you know, countries of origin, home countries. I don't know. Um, yeah, 1.4k the deportation flights. Almost 50 people a day just getting sent out and out and out and out and out and out and out. And we're looking at this and we're thinking, okay, cool, maybe he stopped it, but he is sending these people on unprecedented scales. Unprecedented scales. Crazy scales. And there's arguments that the way that these lot are going about the enforcement of their immigration, it's skipping complete due process. Complete due process. They don't take them to court. They don't sit in front of a trial to actually figure out whether this person is an illegal immigrant or not. It simply looks like, from my perspective, and again, this is just my perspective, yeah? Everyone has their own perspective, but from my perspective, from me, it just seems like, it looks like, if you look different, or you got like a certain accent, ICE are gonna come up and stop you. They're gonna come up and stop you, and they're gonna ask for papers. I don't even know if they ask for papers anymore at this point. They might just drag you out of your car. They might just break the window, drag you out of the car, man. Well, at this point, anyways, anyways, these people, ICE are coming in, taking these people, mass deportations, and people are arguing that these people aren't going under due process. Yeah, I mean, there was even a point of which, yeah, you had the U.S. One of the Supreme Courts in the U.S. Yeah, actually ordered the return of someone wrongly deported. Yeah, someone was wrongly deported by ICE, by the Trump administration, and they had to order the return of this man. They also sent back veterans that had actually fought for their country back home because they were illegal aliens. I hate the term illegal aliens. I absolutely despise it. I despise it. How does someone call another human being an alien? I don't understand it. But hey, yeah, we had that, and the issue is, yeah, right. And how I feel about this situation is that when ICE initially was brought in, it was for immigration enforcement. Do you get me? But now it doesn't seem like it's just about illegal immigrants. It seems about some people's rights just being completely optional. That someone can just violate your rights simply because they don't think that you um you don't belong in this country, that you don't belong in a country. I don't know. Yeah, completely circumventing human rights, completely circumventing like any rights that a person has, even if the illegal citizen or a migrant. Yeah, and that's where the fear is coming from. That is where the fear is actually coming from. Yeah, and the reason I'm talking about this, is obviously, obviously, because of the tragic and sad shooting of Renee Goods in Minnesota. Yeah, you having an ICE agent killing straight up. I'm not even gonna black pit short. Yeah, straight up murdering this woman. Yeah, how I see it, in my view, it looks like this guy straight up murdered this woman. Yeah, and the DOJ, Kristi Noem, JD Vance, Trump, they are setting the agenda, and the agenda is that, yo, ICE immune. You man are immune. If you don't want to get shot in your car, or if you don't want to get shot like just in general by ICE, you don't want to get dragged out of your car, you gotta just comply to these law. Comply to these unregulated federal agency, yeah, that is apparently supposed to be sorting immigration out. Meanwhile, you're kidnapping people from their cars, from their homes, dragging disabled people out of their car, shooting women, shooting like people simply because of what? Simply because of what? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah? You have the Trump administration, the DOJ, declining to open any investigation on this. Any investigation. I mean, you even had JD Vance coming out talking, saying, "Oh, he had been in another altercation where he had almost got hit by a car, or he was dragged around by a car, and so he was obviously a bit like shooken or shaken by the facts. First things first, like maybe if he's a bit shaken by the fact he got dragged around by a car, he shouldn't be in work, but that's besides the point. Um, they are setting precedent. They are setting precedent that ICE is allowed to do whatever they want. ICE is allowed to come in, take you from your home, is allowed to stick you in camps in Guantanamo and all these and different offshore places, and you not see your family and you not be able to get in contact with them for months. They're okay with that. They're okay. They're okay, yeah. If you are trying to turn out, yeah, they're okay with you trying to turn out and then someone coming around with their phone in your hand, shooting you 3 times in the fucking face. Sorry, my man language. 3 times in the face, and then after, listen, did did anyone see the video? Has anyone seen like the actual um phone, the actual phone clip of the guy? Was it is it Jonathan Ross? Maybe, I don't know. Seen the actual phone clip of the guy who shot Renee Good? Because if you do and you listen to the audio, yeah, right. As after he sends 3 bullets into this woman's face, yeah, right, into this mother's face, he has the cheek to go ahead and then say, effing B, effing bitch, fucking bitch, yeah. I mean, this is what the US is setting precedent for. This is what the US is setting precedent for. Armed domestic forces, political plays, and weak oversight. This is everything that they are doing with ICE. And all of these things, it begins to make it look less like enforcement and more like having a leader with loyal internal security. His ICE pretty much act as Trump's personal military, in a sense. Do you feel me? Again, my perspective is that he's looking at ICE like they're his personal army, his private army. Less like enforcement of actual immigration, and more having your own personal army, which you can tell them to do whatever you want, and the U.S. citizens aren't, they're not, you know, allowed to argue with it. Sit and comply. That's what they want you to do. Sit and comply. Yeah. Again. Oh jeez. We go off from ICE, and now we start talking about Maduro. And again, it's the same logic. The same logic. What did I say at the beginning? What did I say at the beginning? Narcissism. I said narcissism, bro. You will see. You will see. Yeah. I said what? Narcissism. Same logic, different arena. Yeah. Same logic, different place. Yeah. Maduro. And Um. This isn't me. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, jeez, jeez, jeez. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Uh, Acknowledging or accepting his view, his stance. To be honest, I don't know too much about Venezuela or what's going on in there, yeah, right? But I know the regime apparently wasn't good. It needed some type of intervention, I'm assuming. Do you feel me? Is this the intervention we were looking for? I don't know. I don't think so. But again, yo, This is me waking up 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm seeing, yo, the US has literally just gone into a country and kidnapped a whole president. They just kidnapped him, flew him straight to New York, and he was under some charges. Fair enough, innit? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how far it goes. How far does it go to the point where you can just go into a governing country, a self-governing country, and just go ahead and take their leader? I mean, do you understand how insane that sounds? Just because you don't like the way that or they being charged of like crimes in your country, um, maybe to a sense, I can hear that stance. Like you've been accused of crimes in that country, but if you're not in that country, then can I really forcefully bring you to the country to then convict you? I don't know how the law works. If you're a lawyer, let me know. Um, and effectively taking over Venezuela, saying that they run Venezuela. Meanwhile, literally just put the vice president of the president in his position. It's the same party. You just took one guy out and put another person in. You feel me? Making no sense. Um, yeah, and saying that he runs Venezuela, and saying that he needs to, take the oil. Like, bro, listen. I will come to my summary of what I believe the U.S. is. I'm gonna come. That is what we're coming to now. My summary of what I believe the U.S. is. Yeah. So again, with Maduro, anyways. Yeah. Okay, but we're talking about with Maduro's going into countries, kidnapping from foreign leaders back into your country to charge them with crimes that they committed. Cool. All right. Yeah. We understand that's also happened with the US. Yeah. Right. So, abroad is grabbing presidents in commando, just all guns blazing, in and out, taking presidents at home in your country. No, outside your country, you're kidnapping people and you're trying to bring them here, yeah, right? If you're not kidnapping people, you're trying to put war criminals in panels for peace plans of guards. Sense has left the chat. Yeah, Sense has left the chat. Um, and then at home, you have ICE shooting civilians, sending people, deporting people, no due process at all. It's the same story over and over again with this guy. It's the same story over and over again. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. Narcissism. That is the word I've chosen. Narcissism. It's power first and it's the process later. Purely transactional. Trump does not understand going through the process of things. It is simply I want and I take. And the collateral will follow. But with Trump, collateral will never follow. With the US, collateral will never follow. Especially with someone as power as narcissistic as Trump. It's so peak. It's so bad. And then that's when we get onto Greenland. The biggest issue facing NATO right now, the biggest issue facing Europe right now, NATO and Greenland. I wasn't even recording. Yeah. The biggest issue that we're facing right now, bringing us onto the biggest issue we're facing right now, yeah, right? Like I said, narcissism. Remember, Trump and the US only know narcissism and power. Transactional relationship. Power first, process later. Don't follow the process. Show your power. Yeah, the process will follow. And there's no process for the US. We know that. Okay. So we bring it down. We bring it down to Greenland. Biggest issue facing Europe and NATO right now. Biggest issue facing the UK right now. Yeah. And Trump stated that he wants full control of Greenland. Full control of Greenland, yeah, right? He pointed this out in his first term. He's coming again for it in his second term. He's saying, yo, I am going to take this country. I'm taking it. And he's saying, yo, if you're not gonna listen to me, it's 10% tariffs on all NATO allies. All of them. 10% of all NATO allies. And then, if you're still not trying to hand it over, then in June, I must put those up to 25%. You know, tariffs, I love, you know, the most beautiful word in the dictionary, tariffs. Everywhere tariffs. I love that. That's what he says. That's what he says. Yeah. This is what he's doing to get control of Greenland. And it doesn't make sense as to why you do this. Because Greenland have already said, like, yo, you man want to do your military shit? Do it. Bro, we don't like you're actually good. You're actually good if you want to do that. You want to bring your troops here, do it. You want to bring your missile bases here, you want to bring military bases here, do it. It's calm, bro. Like, we got plenty land. We got like 10,000 people here, bro. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy, bro. We got land. Like, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. We're all allies at the end of the day. We all understand that, you know, we need protection from these other world powers, aka, you know, maybe Russia, maybe China. Cool. That's what we're arguing. That's what Trump's arguing. His reason for taking Greenland is for. Anyways, um, but Trump's like, listen, I already know that. He said that I can do all of that, but nah, bro, I kind of want it. I want to own it. I need that. I need that piece. I need that piece, bro. I need it. But you can listen, like, you can do everything that you want here, anyways. All we're saying is like, bro, you're not gonna buy our island. You're not going to buy our island. You're not gonna take the island. There's owns like we own it. We own it. Greenland own it. This isn't part of the US. This isn't part of the US, bro. We don't want to be a part of the US. But Trump ain't hearing it. Trump ain't hearing it. His argument is that the securing of Greenland is to make sure that it can block missile defenses and military attacks from China and Russia within the Arctic. Russia, I makes sense. China, nowhere near Greenland. Don't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe on a different world map. Maybe on the world map I'm thinking of, it's closer, but it don't make it ain't making a difference. Um, and so he's genuinely trying to threaten his way into claiming this piece of land. Threaten his way into claiming this piece of land. And NATO are saying, yo, we're not backing down. We're saying you can't have it. I mean, you even have Republicans in his own party telling him this is a bad idea. You trying to put these tariffs on these countries, you're gonna break up NATO so bad, and Russia and China are going to love it. They're gonna be licking their lips. This guy Putin is rubbing his hands. He's like, yes, boy, I'm about to get my whole yo. I'm about to fuck this shit up. Meanwhile, I'm invading Ukraine and killing their people. Whilst you guys should be helping them. Nah. You man are arguing about Greenland, which you guys already own, like you guys already have collectively, and now you got Donald Trump trying to put tariffs on the NATO allies, breaking up NATO completely. So he's rubbing his hands. He's like, yeah, I'm happy, G. I'm happy. Yeah. Like these. He's happy about this. Don't get it twisted. These tariffs that he's bringing in is not going to do anything, anything apart from destroy the NATO connections and alliance with the US. That's the only thing these tariffs are going to do. The only thing that they will do. That and probably leave the US citizen worse off with this guy claiming that apparently he's reducing prices. But as we all know, tariff prices, they don't go to the US boosting they end up landing on the consumer. We know that. Yeah, we know that. So where's this all coming from? Where's this all drawing to? Where's it all drawing to? Yeah. Like I said, what did I say at the beginning of this? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Narcissism, bro. That is the word I'm going for today to describe this situation. Because, look, Trump has now even said that the Nobel Peace Prize, yeah, right? Like, Nobel Peace Prize, gang, what are you talking about? You had, um, oh my gosh, what's her name? Maria Sutton. Maria Sutton. I'm gonna just call her Maria, yeah, right? You had the 2025 winner of the Nobel Peace Prize come up to you, give her her medal, and say, "Oh yeah, you deserve it." Sucking up to him. Oh, Trump, I know you really wanted this Nobel Peace Prize, and you're doing so much for the world. That hasn't done shit, by the way. You're doing so much for the world, and here's your Nobel Peace Prize. And now he's arguing that the reason he's not going to get the Nobel Peace Prize is because he is trying to take Greenland. And because he's being snubbed for Greenland, he's saying that he's not thinking about peace. Like, allow it. Forget the peace. Forget the peace. If you man are not going to give me the peace prize, bro, forget about it. Forget about the peace. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. Huh? That's what he's saying. Huh? Forget about it. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. Always. That is Trump. He's saying without the recognition of this Nobel Peace Prize, without someone endorsing him with this prize, yeah, right? If he was never going to get this prize, and this, look, again, another topic that I would want to talk about, and I'll probably talk about on another day. If you do want to hear me talk about it, we can talk about it. But this same logic, I feel like applies to actually different, I say like styles of thoughts or you love Trump. That is very interesting. I want you to tell me why you do, because I'm not a big fan of him. In fact, I do not like the guy at all. I don't like him at all. So if you do love Trump, tell me why. Why do you actually like him? Um. Anyways, where was I going with this? Yes, this same type of common type of thinking that without recognition I won't do this. Yeah, he is like a king. Again, that hasn't given me reason as to why you like. Do you just like kings? Do you like that you know sole one person rule? Is that the reason you like him? We need him in England again. Why would we need him in England? Why would we need him in England? I don't think he would belong. I don't even think he wants to come to England. I mean, like, bearing in mind, I feel like this guy is like pretty racist. Do you feel me? And he's got such a like obsession with Sadiq Khan and how we're about to lose our country apparently. So I don't think he'd even want to come to England. But why would you need him in England? Margaret, SOS Borders. I don't know what that means, but yeah, if you let me know, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Yes, without the recognition of the Nobel Peace Prize, he's saying, forget peace, forget about it. I don't want peace. I want problems, always. Um, so it's really, really, really dark where we have gotten to in these 20 days of January. And the mix of Trump's economic blackmail, the threats of force with ICE, the unilateral military adventures across the world, talking about Gaza, we're talking about Venezuela, Greenland now. It looks like the US is beginning to act more. The US is acting, not even beginning, the US has always acted transactionally. I think. Again, I'm not too versed on history, geopolitics, stuff like that. But but from what I do know, from what I've read and what I've watched, the US has always acted transactionally. The US doesn't make doesn't have they don't have allies or have friends in their sense. They have people that can help them. Sure, you might call them an ally. People that help you might call that an ally. Um, but unless they're getting something out of it, they're not doing anything. And like I said, it's the reoccurring theme that I've seen. Without that Nobel Peace Prize, Trump isn't caring about. He doesn't care about peace. If he's not gonna get a Nobel Peace Prize, he's not giving a toss about peace. He doesn't care. Transactional. The US goes into Venezuela, kidnaps the president, comes back here, decides that they're gonna take over the oil infrastructure. Transactional. That's what they do. They go into countries, they go take the oil. That's what they did here in Venezuela. That's what they did in Iraq. That's what they did in Afghanistan. They go in there, they see the minerals, they want it, they take it. Greenland, transactional. They're only going there for minerals. They know there's minerals there. They're going there to take that out and use it. Transactional, bro. This alliance that NATO thought that they had with the US, it doesn't exist. In my opinion, it does not exist. If the US wants, they're going to take. If Trump wants, he's going to take, bro. He's going to take. And you lot need to start rubbing up to him, thinking like he's a reliable ally. Like, oh, he's gonna do whatever we all collectively. No, this guy is a lone wolf. He's gonna go out and take what he wants. Transactional, guys. The US is purely transactional in how it deals with other countries around the world. Around the world, if there is no benefit to the US, and don't get it twisted, I know that countries, they will go into country to help, yeah, right? Obviously, bringing benefit to them, they might have a new like trade agreement or whatever. Do you get me? Like, nothing is completely like just because, oh, we want to help, so we're gonna help. Money is a thing. Do you get me? Money rules the world, as we all know. Um, but is less transactional than the US. Less transactional than the US. Same. I also hate Trump. Tell me why you don't like Trump. I despise it. I despise it because you see the same pattern pull up over and over and over again, and it seems that NATO and the UK just didn't seem to wake up. They didn't seem to wake up to it. They didn't seem to wake up. And it's only now where Keir Starmer is realizing that, yo, this guy cannot be reasoned with. Or, Macron or the rest of the political heads of the NATO countries are realizing, like, yo, this guy Trump, he cannot be reasoned with. You cannot reason with someone like Trump, who again is, what did I say at the start? What did I say? Narcissistic. The guy's narcissistic. Narcissism. This is the core theme that has been shown through and throughout of this term. Just in these 20 days. Just in the 20 days of January 2026. Yeah. Reoccurring theme has come up and up again. Yeah. And I think this is a big wake up call. Big wake up call to the UK, to the NATO allies, to France, to Germany, to Spain, to Sweden, Denmark, all of these countries, Ukraine, that we need to set our shit up so we do not have to depend on the US, because we cannot. Oh. Ah! I don't even know what that was. What was that? I had something dangling from my head, but I don't know what it was. LOL. Now I'm trying to find it. I actually don't know. Is it still on my head, guys? Ah! Or was I just bugging? Was I bugging? Was I? I saw something red hanging down from my face. Am I bugging? Did you guys see something on my head? Who do you love more? We. Hi, Annabelle. Okay, cool. Anyways. Oh, gosh, it's on my glasses, isn't it? Interesting. Okay, cool. Anyways, back to my point. Back to my point, guys. Bro, this is a massive wake up call. This should be a massive wake up call, yeah? To God damn, it's warm in here. Yeah. Don't think like man's profuse in sweat. It's warm in here. It's warm in this room. I need to open the window. Yeah. This would be a massive wake up call to the UK, to these other NATO countries. Like, yo, bro, we need to bolster our shit up and make sure that we do not depend on the US because they are not dependable at all. At all. We see this multiple times, and with Trump especially, yo, you can't chuck like I don't even know the idiom I'm trying to use. Do you get me? But like you can't trust him as far as you can throw him. Do you feel me? That's the one. You can't trust the guy as far as you can throw him, because what these lot they don't care. They don't care about NATO. They don't care about Ukraine. They don't care about the UK. They don't care about Greenland. All they care about is money. Money and transaction, bro. That's how these lot work. Money and transaction. Yeah? All of this, just in these 20 days, yeah, right? And from what his agenda was from when he came into power was that, yo, retribution. He's coming for retribution. This whole entire thing has been shaped by this one man's grievance for however he was treated 2016. Yeah? All of this is because of how he was treated back then when he became president. And now he's come back and he's saying, yo, he's gonna come and take. And he's coming and taking. And you lot can, like, we can sit on our hands and tell, oh, Trump, please don't do it. Oh, Trump, listen, Trump. Nah, bro. Nah, G. We gotta make sure that this, like, we cannot depend on this guy. And, like, if he wants to go ahead and do this, bro, you're gonna do this, but the consequences are gonna follow. The consequences are going to follow, and that's another issue. Is that like the US will do things, and there will be no consequences that follows them. None at all. And that is the real danger. That is the biggest danger. That after all of this, yeah, right. If Trump decides to take Greenland, yeah, right, whether that will be through legal or illegal means, brother, what? Yeah, whether that's through legal or illegal means, there will be no repercussion. There will be no repercussion. No consequences. None at all. I mean, I just find it also hilarious, like how fast we just brushed over the fact that this guy went into another country and kidnapped a president. Yeah. Or I think it's also crazy the fact that we have him asking Putin to be on the peace panel for. God, do you know how insane that sounds? The same guy killing Ukrainians, yeah, for who like ju- just cause, yeah. And like the war that you said that you're supposed to stop in like the first 100 days of your term, the war that you're supposedly stop, instead of chatting to my man to solve that situation, you're chatting to my man talking about, oh yeah, I want you to join our peace panel with Gordon Brown, me, Trump on Gaza. Brother, what are you talking about, man? Yeah, that's what he's saying, and it makes no sense. This is the real danger we're talking about. The real danger of the world right now ain't the guy next door to you. It's not the immigrants that are coming into your country. It's not. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's this guy here. It's this guy here. I'm telling you. It's it's crazy. It's crazy, and it all sounds. It all. It's all huge. It's all big. Yeah. Is this the biggest issue? Is the biggest issue going on right now geopolitically. This is the shit that we're facing, and it's bad. It's bad. But as always, these things that happen on a geopolitical level, that's just one big bucket that they just pour. One big bucket pours, and it all trickles down. It all trickles down to the average citizen, to the person sitting in this chair, to the person sitting in your room, in your car, in the shower, on the toilet. I don't know. It all trickles down to you. You there? Yeah, I see you. I see you. Yeah. Always the people at the bottom are gonna feel it the hardest. Always, always. Yeah. It's the power without accountability, the complete narcissism of this president, the complete narcissism of the US in general. Yeah, it all comes down to you. It's gonna come down to you. It all trickles down to you. Yeah, and you're gonna feel it the hardest. You're gonna feel it the hardest. He's chilling there because he's getting his money in from it. You're not. But anyways, it always trickles down to the consumer. Always trickles down to the person sitting at home in their bed in a chair. And that's what brings me to the next topic. A topic a bit closer to home. But before I get into this topic, I feel like I've done a lot of talking and my mouth is a bit. So if you guys got questions for me, shoot them up in the comments right now. Shoot them up in the comments. Let's go, guys. And let's get some engagement, man. Let's get some engagement. Send a like or something. You feel me? I really appreciate you guys if you're in here. If you're in here, shout me a hello, shout me a hi. Tell me how your day's been. Tell me what are you excited for this week. Is there anything that you've got on your mind? What's your opinions on the situation right now with Greenland and Trump, US, all of it? From what I've just talked about, let me know. What is your feelings about it? Yeah, get some engagement in here. Talk to me. Don't be shy. Say hi. I'm not gonna bite. Like, bro, there's a screen between us, bro. I ain't gonna grab you. Or maybe I would. Maybe I would just. You feel me? But I won't. Yeah, again, if you're in here, say hi. Say yo. What's good? What's up? What's popping? What's popping? Brand new whip just hopped in. What's popping? My new whip just hopped in. I still have done a lot of talking, but I'm still yapping. Yapping. Yappa. Shut it, please. Yeah. Who do we have? Who do we have in the chat? Do we have in the chat, man? Say yo. Say hi. But again, I'm bringing us a bit closer to home, a bit more relatable, at least for me, in that aspect, and potentially, I think I put them on the wrong way. Yeah, potentially also relatable for you if you're watching. If you're in university or you've been to university, send a little wave, send a little hi. If you want to go to if you want to go to university as well, send a little hi, send a little wave. I know what we're working with, because right now currently I'm at university, and do you know what? University is all right. It ain't bad. Yeah, I'm doing the topic that I like. Um, I like learning about it. I like reading about it, and that's all good. That's all blessed. Yeah, but look, the real issue is about it, and especially this is dawning on me because it's my final year of university right now. Is that when I finish uni, I'm gonna be in a ton of debt, half, half, no, no, what's that? 50K minimum, 50K debt. I'm gonna be in after I finish uni, and it's peak. It is peak, yo. So if you're in university here, or you finish university, or you're going to university, or you want to go to university, I don't know which one it is yet, right? I want to know, do you think after you finish university and you come out, yeah, and with the debts and everything that you got, do you think it will be worth it? That's what I'm talking. I want to talk closer to home, yeah, right? This is me in my current situation right now. This isn't like me reaching out to again to the US and abroad talking about like political leaders when I'm not one. You get me? Or I'm not like a political journalist or nothing. This is me as a uni student talking to other students who might want to go to uni, who are in university, who have finished university and are in the workspace right now. I want to know, yeah, right? If you've left university and you have your debt, or you're in university now, do you think the debt that you will accumulate after you finish university will be worth it? Do you think it's gonna be worth it? So I'm gonna just run through a couple of stats here, right? So we know what we're working with. Okay. In the UK, on average, yeah, a UK graduate, undergraduate, you just finished 4 years, 3 years maybe of uni, you've left now. Average debt that you're going to be leaving university with is 45 to 50,000 pounds in debt from student loans, maintenance loans. 50,000 pounds. We're talking, yeah, right. Um, Probably a bit more, you know, depending on the plan that you're with, but on average, you're looking around 45 to 50K a year in debt. And on top of that, the interest rates that have been applied to um, these student loans have been upped, and they hit up to 12% at the peak that was between 2022 and 2023. Yeah, 12%. 12% is an insane amount of interest on 50K. That's after you finish uni. Yeah, right? You finish uni, 50K. And listen, like this interest rate hit such a peak that the IFS came in and said, bro, there was no good economic reason as to why interest rates had to reach this point. They did not have to reach this point, but they did, regardless. Okay? And look, this is the real issue. The real issue isn't the debt, yeah, right? Because honestly, like if you left uni with 50K debt, yeah, and you get yourself a good um if you get yourself a good paying job, do you feel me? You know, maybe like top 15%, top 10% earners, yeah. You know, you can make that payment of, I'd say, probably maybe 10, 15 years. Yeah, you could get that 10, you could get that 50K off there. Depending on, whether you're owning a house, whether you're living at home with your parents. I don't know your situation. Who knows? But I think you could do it. I think you could do it. But because of the interest rate, and this is the issue, because of the interest rates, yeah, because of the interest rate, you could have someone earning top 5% of earners, yeah, right? Top 5%. 50k debt, yeah, right? 12% interest on there, yeah? And they would not have made a dent in 10 years. 10 years repaying this loan, they would not have made a dent. I read a tweet on somewhere. I think it was on TikTok. I read a tweet on TikTok, yeah, right? This girl said that she was in the top 5% of earners, yeah, right? 47k in debt. 47k. She left uni, 47k in debt, yeah, right? 6 years she's been paying this debt off. 6 years, yeah, right? What did I say at the start? She started off with 47k of debt. 6 years paying into this debt, and she still has 46k left. She only made a dent of £1,000 in that debt. A dent of 1,000 after 6 years of paying it off. And now, like, let's low key do the maths. I'm not great at maths, but we can do the maths together, guys. Okay. If she stays at the same salary, if they stay at the same salary, and after 6 years you could only manage to pay off 1k of 47,000. Let's just round this up for easiness to 50k. We're gonna say 50k in it for the for ease of numbers, okay? And it took 6 years to pay off 1 year, right? To pay off 1k. We're gonna go 5 times 6, yeah, right? Pay off 1k, so 50k in total. So you're gonna be looking at what, 6 times 50. 6 times 50 is what, 300. So if this person stayed at the same pay that she's at, if she stayed at the same pay that she's at, yeah, right, and the interest rate stayed the same of this 47k debt, yeah, it would take her 300 years to finish paying it off. And that just sounds absolutely insane to me. That the fact that interest rates can be so high, to the fact that even in the top percentage of earners, I still couldn't pay off my debt after I finished university. And I think that's why maybe a lot of people go to university anyways. It's because, like, I know that I'll go to university and I know that I'm going to accumulate this debt, but these interest rates are so outstandingly high that there's going to be no way on earth that I'll be able to pay back the the debt that I have in my lifetime. There's no way on earth that I could do that. And this leaves a huge black hole, because we know that after 30 years, whatever payment, I think it's like 35 years now, whatever debt that you've accumulated from your student times gets written off here, right? But even though it gets written off, that doesn't mean that that money just disappears. Even though these lot like to print money whenever they want, that money just doesn't disappear. Do you feel me? That money still needs to get repaid back into the system. It got taken out, it needs to get put back in. And the people who put back in are the taxpayers. It's you. It's me. I mean, I'm going to be paying it anyways, you feel me? Because I'm at uni. And now, like, when I finish uni and I get my graduate job, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be paying it anyways. But for those who don't go uni, who just work, and a taxpayer, if my uni debt gets written off, it's the taxpayer that's going to have to pay for whatever's left on there. And by the looks of it, if I get to, like, if I look, I'm going to finish uni when I'm what? This year. I'm finishing it this year. So I'm going to finish uni at 22. It gets written off by 30 years. So I'll be 52, yeah, right? 52, maybe by the looks of it, I'm only going to have, I would have only paid off like 6k, 7k. Let's say for good grace, I'm an amazing, outstanding citizen, yeah, and I managed to pay 10k of my student loan back because I'm such an outstanding citizen to the UK economy. Keir Starmer, give me or the Queen, give me my king, give me my OBE or whatever, MBE, I don't know. Outstanding member of society. I would have paid like maybe 10k back here, right? Still leaving around like 30-40k there. I mean, that's a mortgage. Yeah, 30-40k that someone's got to pay. And that's just me. That's not including all my cohort. That's not even including all my year. Do you feel me? That's not including all the universities. Yeah. So it's really bad, and it's costing the taxpayer tons and tons and tons of money. And it seems like once you leave university and you step out into the real world and you start putting this out, you start putting this psychological pressure on the youth because they think, I've got to get a job. I've got to get a job. I've got to pay off this loan. Or I'm never going to be able to pay off this loan because of the interest rates. The interest rates are insanely high. How the hell am I going to pay it off? And then you have the long term cost to the public, where even if that person doesn't pay it off, now the taxpayer is going to have to pay it off. And you have so many people going to uni, you have so many people accumulating this debt. You're going to leave a massive hole if you keep cutting these, or if you leave these interest rates at the state that they are. I mean, in recent years, the interest rate has dropped. It's dropped to around like 9% now, not the 12% it used to be, but 9% is still staggeringly high. It's still staggeringly high for um interest rates for the debt. Do you feel me? And so, like I said, when we go into this like the thick of it, I guess, understanding like whether it's actually worth it to accumulate all this debt before you go out into working, or once you finish, you like actually go out to working. Is actually the job that you get is is going to be the job that you get. If I get a good cushy paying job, I'm earning my what 40, 50K a year annually salary, bro. Bless. That's calm. That's calm. Graduate role, you might be earning a bit less, maybe like 30K a year. Calm. That's cool. But bro, I know, you know, everyone knows, bro. The job market is so good. It's so bad. I mean, look, I've been applying for jobs as soon as I came. Not even, bro. I started applying for jobs. I think what September. September. So just before I came back to uni, I started applying. I said, bro, before I finish this shit, I have to get like I have to line myself up with at least a summer internship. Do you feel me? So I can at least get some experience during the summer before I finish, but like before summer finishes, and then like October starts, and then we start this whole season again of working. Blah 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 blah. You feel me? Um, I said I got. So I've been applying, but yo, it's like from what I'm hearing from like my other friends who have graduated already, um, is that yo, this is hard, bro. It's hard to find a job in this market because people aren't trying to like take on entry level students, not trying to take on entry undergraduate students, or maybe you just don't have the experience required for it, or I don't know, many reasons why, but finding a job, finding a good paying job where you can at least pay off your loan to like a steady amount, and it's not like aching your pockets, or at least like I know like you pay after like a threshold in it, but like it's not aching your pockets. It's gotta be hard. It's gotta be hard. And in the past, you had like people saying, "Oh, the reason you go to uni is because like you want to get your degree, and the degree will put you ahead, so you can get a better job, and the better job will give you better pay, and the better pay means you can pay off your loan faster, and then blah 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 blah, and the rest follows." You feel me? But now that it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. It seems to be like even if I do get this degree, even if I do end up finishing my degree, I get my first, I get my 2-1, whatever I do get, and I leave this place, it's not like that job was as secure for me as it would have been maybe let's say 10 years back. You know, it's much harder, way harder to do that. Um, and so look, this is why like I'm asking the question in general now, like, is going to university actually worth the debt? Is it actually worth the debt? Because I know that you're not probably gonna you're not like most people aren't gonna finish paying off the debt. Do you feel me? Cool. But that debt is still gonna be there. Do you feel me? So now instead of it being like a debt that you finish paying off, it now seems like it's just a graduate tax. Do you feel me? Like you go to university and you get this degree, you just pay like you just graduate tax now. This is the cost that you have to pay because you went to uni. Yeah, it's just a tax that you're gonna pay for like for however many years um yeah you're gonna live for, or no, for the 30 years that is still on there. Do you feel me? That's what it is. It's just a graduate tax. So that's what I'm asking. Is the debt accumulation, yeah, and like you know that you're not gonna finish paying this off yet, right? Hopefully you do, but if you don't, I don't know. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day, though. But that's the question I'm asking. It's like, is the debt that you accumulate at university worth it for your degree? For some degrees, it might be worth it. For some degrees, it might be worth it. For other degrees, it might not be. I don't know. Do you feel like you could have still look? How about we ask, um, like, what, I don't want to ask like where do you see yourself working, or like what do you see yourself doing in it, because like I feel like if you're at university right now, you kind of just want to like finish and get a job that pays you decently, like, well, for like set amount of time. Maybe you want to like move on to something else. Maybe you realize what you're doing at uni isn't really for you. But um yeah, so what I will ask is that, okay, cool, where do you see yourself like working? Where did you see your degree taking you? And once you like, I guess like figure out like where you see your degree taking you, do you think the loan, the debt that you would have accumulated whilst you're at university is worth that? Do you feel like you could have gotten that same job or that same route that you're looking for through other means rather than university? Or do you think like university was the only option that you had? Let me know. Let me know. And what would you suggest like um to solve the issue? Because like at the end of the day, like the debt is gonna be hurting like your pockets, is gonna be hurting my pockets, is gonna be hurting our children's pockets at the end of the day. Do you feel me? So like what do we do to actually solve this issue? My suggestion was to just like freeze the interest rates at a certain level and just don't change them at all. Like freeze it at maybe like 5%, 6%. Freeze it there. Don't move it at all, unless like to like adjust with like UK spending and inflation. Like that's the only time it would change. But freeze the rates, freeze the interest rates, because they're moving way wire, way wire, so way wire. So please, if you're on here, let me know. Do you think the degree that you're doing or um university right now is going to be worth the debt that you're accumulating? Appreciate the love, Plantulas. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, do you think it is worth it? Let me know. Let me know. Is it worth it? Is the debt worth it? In my opinion. And see, like I just wrote, I was giving like a bunch of information, but in my opinion, do I think the debt's? I don't think it's worth it, because like I don't think any debt is worth it at the end of the day. Actually, maybe. Pardon me, maybe some debts are worth it, some debts aren't. Yeah, right. I feel like if I go to university, I finish with my 2-1, or I finish my first, yeah. I left Ghana. I've left Ghana now. I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK now. How is Ghana? How was Christmas? How was New Year's? Everyone knows that Dirty December was live. You know what, guys? If you want to hear me come on here, yeah, and talk about my time in Ghana and what actually went on in Ghana, I might do that on Thursday. Yes, yeah, I know. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for the interview, man. I appreciate you so much for that. Thank you so much. It was really giving insight. Um, but if you guys want to hear me talk about, um, oh gosh, oh it's my light. Oh well, ran out of battery. It's kind of giving like low down lights, low key. But if you guys want to hear me talk about my time in Ghana, I'll probably try to do that tomorrow. No, Thursday. 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 And if you guys, oh jeez, if you guys are in Ghana, yo, Purple Pub. Live place. Yeah. Promotion. Purple Pub. Go Purple Pub. Amazing place. So, yes. Lovely. It's really important to actually figure out like is oh man. There we go. Is the debt actually worth the cost? Is it? I don't know if it is. I really don't know if it is. Again, if I'm gonna bring it to me, in my opinion, and look at it, what do I see myself doing after I finish university? Right now, I'm looking at like user design, UX design, game design, um, apps design, and stuff like that. Trying to use my psychology knowledge to understand what makes people like the things that they like, and how can I apply that to making good apps, making good games, making good like visual aesthetics for people. That's where I'm trying to go with my psych knowledge. Do you feel me? Do I feel like I could have taken a different route to it? Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. I could have taken like so many different routes to it. So many different routes. I mean, like nowadays you have like so many like courses online. I mean, like even now I'm having to do a course online just so I can be able to have some experience in this so I can get like the job that I want after I finish university. Psychology is a bit of a it's one of those subjects where it's like you study it because like it's interesting, but like it applies to like so many like aspects. Do you feel me? So like it's less focused on like the job that you get, I guess, and like more specific on like how you decide to use the psychology in a sense. I know other um degrees, maybe like say like accounting and financing, or like a chemistry degree or biomedical degree, like one of those degrees. Like it's probably like aligned to a certain job role. Like if you're looking at accounting and financing, maybe you're looking at doing like acquisitions, or maybe you're looking at doing I don't know. I'm not really too like not tech savvy, like money, economic savvy like that. Do you feel me? Um, so perhaps on that perspective, you might say that okay, cool, the debt that I do accumulate, it'll probably be worth it because after I finish, I know the job that I'm gonna go into, and I know like the pay that I'm gonna be like getting, or I know what I'm gonna be looking at. So for me, this is cool. This is like comfy. For others, it might be, oh, I actually just went to university because like I kind of like this subject, but I've realized that I might not actually want to do a job in it, and so you've accumulated all this debt, but it's like now you've realized that you don't want to do this. So why do you have that much debt for? Like, could you have done it another way? Would you have done it another way? Would you like if you're in university right now and you're thinking like, okay, cool, I'm about to finish. I don't know what job I want to do, and I feel like I kind of went to university for the wrong reasons, and I've accumulated like so much debt now. Um, Tell me, like, do you think it is worth it? Do you think the degree that you have done is worth the debt that you've accumulated? And what do you think you need to do? We need to do, not you. What we need to do as a collective to sort the issue out, to sort it out. And I don't want to say is university still worth it because I feel like university is always gonna have its worth. I don't regret coming to university. I mean, like university has allowed me to do so many things. University has allowed me to even do this, bro. If I try doing this at my yard, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, no amount of. Anyways, obviously, like after I finish uni, I'm gonna be taking this yard anyways. But if I was gonna do this, I like, oh, I'm gonna have to like lock the doors and everything because there's like so much noise in the house. But um, Like university has given me like the opportunity to do so many things, meet so many new people, do so many things. You get me? So I will never argue that university isn't worth it. I think university is worth it to an extent. But because of these interest rates, and particularly because of these interest rates, brother, we're getting scammed. We are getting scammed out of this, bro. I think we're getting scammed. They are coming in and they are taking all of our money. Taking it all. And you're never gonna be able to repay that debt that they're gonna give you back. And that's just gonna be on you. It's gonna be on you. You trying to buy a house, go get your mortgage. They're gonna look at that like, oh, you got that student debt, bro. You gotta get that student debt. That's gotta get sorted. You gotta get some payment on that, bro. You try to take out a loan, maybe open up a new credit card. Hey, that debt is looking FD. Charlie, that debt is looking FD. Yeah. So you gotta get it sorted. You gotta get it sorted, and you're gonna spend the rest of your life, you know, just paying this off. But you know you're never gonna finish it. The government knows you're never gonna finish it, and so they're just gonna take it on to the next person, to the next, to the next, to the next taxpayer. You feel me? So it's all a bit nuts. That's why I'm asking. Like, is it worth it? Is it worth it nowadays to accumulate all this debt to go to uni, to go to university for? That's all I'm asking. Is all I'm asking. Is all I'm asking, people. But that is all I had planned for today. So I want to get some interaction with you guys, man, because I've just been yapping my mouth off, man. So if you've got any questions for me, let me know. Do you feel me? But again, if it's just like something to just like wrap it all up into a sense, you're like, whether it's Trump here trying to exercise global power, or whether it's the UK trying to charge you extortionate interest rates for your student loans, the theme stays the same. It's a system designed without accountability. And the system that's designed without accountability will stop serving the people that they claim to protect. The very same people that they came to protect, there's no accountability in that system, they'll stop serving you, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Bro. Yeah, so let me get some engagement with you guys, bro. What's going on? What's going on in the day? I didn't even see who joined on here. Oh wow, I had mail. Wow, at a strip club. Oh yep, Purple Bob, Skylar, hello. If you're in the chat, say hello, say hi. Oh man, I just find it. Oh my gosh, this Trump thing as well is really bugging me out. I want to know. Did any of you guys actually see the Renee Good clip? If you actually did see that clip, because that clip it broke my heart, man. It broke my heart bad. It's like, bro, like you just shot that woman 3 times in the face and no accountability. That's the thing. That's again like that's the issue. It's the issue. It's the reoccurring issue that I'm bringing up and up and up again. It's the no accountability. No accountability. No one is taking accountability for these things. The DOJ, Trump's administration, they're saying they're not gonna charge this guy. They'll give him complete immunity. They need to do their job. He's gotta get away with scot-free. He's killed a mother. Murdered this woman. Shot her 3 times in the face, bro. 3 times in the face. And these lot are completely pardoning it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because he pardoned the January 6th rioters. You feel me? He pardoned them already. So this isn't something new to pardon criminals. Like Trump's been doing that. He's been doing that. But we've all seen this video, bro. He shot this lady 3 times in the face, man. 3 times in the face. And then after he shot her, then goes on to call her a fucking bitch. And you're telling me the same murder, bro? They need to get this guy. They need to. They need to get him. They need to get him. Bro, that video hurt me. It hurt. That was a very, very sad video. I say very sad. Like of course it's sad. Someone died in that clip. Do you feel me? But I just think like the whole thing was just insane. Do you feel me? Like so kind when the window opened. She's like, oh, like I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. It's fine. Like I'm not mad at you. 30 seconds. I don't even think it was 30. Like 20 seconds after she's like, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Pop, pop, pop. It's mad. It's madness. And that's what's going on in the US. And you're thinking I will go to the US. You think I will go to the US in this economy? In this economy. You're asking if I will go to the US. If I go to US, they look at my color and they say, brother, wrap your items, go back to where you came from. Wrap your bags, take your bags, and go back to whatever. They'll send me back. They'll send me by force. They'll send me by force, and if they don't send me by force, an ICE agent will just come up to my car and he'll shoot me in there as well. Like, and if that doesn't, if oh man, if that doesn't happen, then I'm ended up paying. I'm paying way more for my groceries and stuff than I would have usually been doing if I came like 10 years prior, bro. So if you think I will touch the US in this economy, hey, listen, forget about it. Hello, get down, get down. Hmm? Yeah, nah, man. I'm thinking, obviously, if you guys have followed the page, you would have seen the fold abroad. I went to Ghana um at the end of last year. Put me on some countries that I should go to next time. Put me on some countries because I did want to do the US, but I'll be looking at the US now and it's like, I'm all right. I'm all right. Um, Asian countries, China, Japan, they're on the list. China, Japan, Thailand. I think those main three for Asian countries. African countries have already been Ghana. I do want to go to South Africa. I do want to go to Ivory Coast. I do want to go to um, Zimbabwe as well. Those three countries. Um, Cape Verde as well. I want to go there. Um, South America, Brazil, Mexico. Um, let's hope I don't get caught by cartel members, or maybe I might just be chilling and then the US decide to come and kidnap me as well just because they want to. But that's another conversation for another day. um so yeah, Brazil, Mexico, Argentina, Peru. um yep, those countries. um Europe, Netherlands, Greenland. Not Greenland, sorry. I'm still thinking about this Greenland issue, bro. It's bugging my head out. Um, Netherlands, France, Spain. I've been France and Spain anyways, innit? But like, I need to go there for the fold abroad, innit? It's France, Spain, Germany. What else? What else? Portugal. Portugal's a shout. Poland. Poland's a shout. Poland's a big shout. Um, I actually do want to go to Poland, man. I saw. I don't know where this brother was. I forgot the city's name. It's not. It's I know Warsaw in it, but it's not Warsaw. It was another city, in Poland. But I want to go there as well. Um, yeah, that's for the forward abroad. So if you do want to stay tuned for the forward abroad, that's gonna be coming latter on the latter side of things. You feel me? But for this side of things, you know, we got a good good lineup. We got a good lineup for this year. We got a good lineup for this year. Um, yeah, man. Let me get some engagement. Who's in here? Who is in here? Bobby Brewers, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get some engagement. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, bro. What's going on? What's going on in your life? What's going on with your goodness? With y'all fine ass beautiful people. Mm-mm-mm. Oh wow. It's so it's so interesting to, look at the landscape right now, the US landscape right now, and um or the geopolitical landscape right now in a sense. And just try to figure out like where do I lie in all of this, and like what do I actually think about all of this in a sense as well, It's it's one thing, I'll say it. It's one thing like looking at all of this stuff and like just consuming it as like a regular consumer, innit? And I was doing that for like a number of years. Like I really wanted to do something online, but I was like, I don't know what I want to do. But I know I got so many thoughts, I got so many ideas, and I just want to let people know, and I want to let people in on them, and I want us all to have like a place where we'll be able to share these things and to be able to create together, talk together, express ideas together. Do you feel me? And that's why I created the fold in the first place. That's why I created the fold. That's why I do this. That's why I do it. I don't do it. I don't only do this for me. Do you feel me? I do it for all of you and for you. Yeah. So I really do appreciate you being here. If you're here, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of the fold. Even if you're here for like a minute. Just hopping on, hopping off. Even if you just get like a little snippet, little sound bite of what's going on. Do you get me? Yeah. It is so nice. Mm-mm-mm. There's so many people here. Well, not now. There was. Look, we. Nothing there. Bro, I'm telling you, I thought I had something like dangling down on my face. I was like, I'm bugging, bro. I was bugging. Because I felt something like dangling on the back of my head. Then I realized it was just my braid. Just my braid that was just like tickling my neck. And I was like, ah! What's that? But now I felt something like dangling across the like top of my face. I was like, what's that? But apparently it was nothing, and I was just and I was just kind of tweaking out a bit. Lol. Elol. Elol. Lol, 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 lol. What's going on? What's going on, people? People! People! Anyways, I can't believe, bro, I recorded this first hour No, I was live this first hour. I didn't record it. I was spitting bars. I was spitting bars. I was spitting bars in this first hour, and I wasn't recording. And so, what am I gonna post on TikTok? What am I gonna post? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take clips from this hour. Narcissism. Remember, that was my word of the day. That was my word of the day to describe the US and to describe Trump. Narcissism. Yeah. Power first, process second. That's how the brother works. That is how the brother works. Power first, process second. He doesn't care about the process. He will just go ahead and circumvent it however he wants to. Because that's what he's looking for. He has his goal in mind and he's gonna take it. That's what I'm saying. Go. UK, US, no, like you cannot just sit on your hands and say, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. He's gonna do it. He's going to do it. He's gonna give you those tariffs. You're getting those tariffs. They're gonna hit you, and then he's gonna continue to try to take it. And if your stance is that you're not gonna waver on this, NATO, scrap it up, wrap it up. Hello, get down. Wrap it up. You got like the NATO alliance. You have to wrap it up. This is what I'm saying. The UK, you're gonna have to. NATO allies, you're gonna have to start looking at this as a huge wake up call to get your shit together and stop relying on the US, bro. Because these men are not reliable. Purely transactional. That's how these lot work. Pure transaction. If they're not getting something from it, Venezuela, they wanted the oil. That's why they look for an excuse. This is what they do. They think, yo, where can I get some oil or minerals from? Venezuela, Greenland, oil, minerals lined up there. Make up an excuse to go into that country and fuck shit up. Yeah. For Venezuela, it was what narcotics charges against Maduro in the US. Yeah, that's what they said they went there for. Meanwhile, these lot are storming tankers, the seasoned oil tankers, to take the oil and use it for their own being. I don't know why, but we all know the US loves oil. You know, I mean that isn't new. That's just like it might as well just be ingrained in history now. It's like stereotype. US and oil go hand in hand, like I don't know, butter and breads. Minerals. That's what they wanted to get from Ukraine. That's what they wanted to get from Greenland as well. Yeah, purely transactional. They're not. They just look for an excuse. So Greenland, the excuse is, oh, Russia and China are going to take it, and if they take it, then, we have what's it called, security issue. That's just not happening though, is it? And again, like Greenland has already said, like if you guys are like scared about security or it's a military issue, bro, bring your military, make your bases, bring your like it's calm. G, we're allies. Like you can do that. It's calm, but that again, that's not what he's there for though. He's arguing that's his point. He's arguing, oh, it's because of security threat from Russia and China, and they're like, security threat, say less, bro. You can sort your thing out here, like sort it out. But you're not gonna be able to buy the country. And he's saying, yeah, but no, I just want it though, because that's what he's there for. He's not there. He's not there to actually um sort these security issues out that he has that he believes Russia and China impose. That's not what he's actually there for. You feel me? Because if he actually was there for that, then he would have just accepted that. Do you feel me? And like again, this isn't like something new. Like they've been letting him know this, isn't it? But he wants to be seen as one of the most impactful presidents the US has ever had. And to be fair, it's like don't get it twisted. My man's already like cemented that for himself. I think so. He's been a pretty impactful president. Like not in a good way. Don't get it twisted. Not in a good way, but he's been pretty impactful as a president of the US. Do you get me? but he wants to expand. He wants his land acquisition. That's why he's there. He wants the land. He wants the minerals. He wants all of that to be for the US. He don't want that for Greenland. He don't want that for Europe. Why would he want it for Europe, bro? The US don't care about Europe. They don't care. They don't care. Bro, they're only gonna help if something's hurting them in the back door. That's what they did in World War Two, anyways. They didn't intervene in World War Two until Pearl Harbor. They didn't intervene. They were like, bro, sort it out. Sort it out, bro. Unless the action comes to the doorstep, bro, or there's money, or there's oil, or there's minerals involved, forget about it. Forget about it. Just forget about it. Yeah? That's what the US has done. Purely transactional. Pure transaction. That's what that is. Yeah? And this is all based off one man's grievance. Like I said, he already said that. What? Peace? Yeah, forget about it. If I'm not getting the he said if I'm not getting the peace prize, I don't feel like sorting peace out across the world. If I'm not getting that peace prize. Even though I forgot the girl's name, Maria something, came to you and said, "Oh, look, here's my peace prize, take it." And he's like, of course he accepted it. I mean, he accepted the made up fee for peace prize like that ever existed. Did that? I don't think I've ever heard of that peace prize till this year, last year. Sorry, till last year. I don't think that ever existed. But because of Trump, they had to make one. They said, "Oh, we gotta give him some sort of peace." What the fuck is a fee for peace prize, bro? What, you making peace between teams? Between teams, bro. If you want to sort the fee, if this guy really wants to get a FIFA peace prize, yeah, right. He should make sure Arsenal doesn't win the Premier League. He should make sure Trump should make sure he should. If you want that FIFA peace prize, bro, make sure Arsenal don't win the league. Make sure Arsenal don't win the league, gang. If he can confirm that for me, I'll be like, say let's give him that peace prize. He deserves it. But if Arsenal win that league, bro, revoke the peace prize from him immediately. Immediate. Arsenal cannot win the league. They cannot. Oh, made up peace prize they gave to him, and now he's saying that if you don't get a real one, bro, forget about a peace. Forget about the peace. He wants to. If he said forget about the peace, I'll just cause problems. I'll cause problems. And he's saying, oh, the peace prize is governed by Norway, and because of the Greenland issue, they're not gonna give me the peace prize. So, see Ukraine, yeah, forget about them, man. Forget about them, man. I mean, with them, man, he was already saying like, yo, if you man aren't gonna give you the minerals, forget about that deal, bro. And then he's saying, yo, Putin, war criminal Putin, yo, come and join, man, on a panel, yeah, to sort peace between another war criminal and Palestinians. I mean, these lot are gonna get along, aren't they? These lot are gonna fuck shit up. They're gonna mess it up, aren't they? He's asking, yo, you Putin, let's bring a war criminal, yeah, right? To help discuss peace plans between a nation with another war criminal and Palestinians. And this makes coherent sense to him, apparently. Apparently, this makes clear, coherent sense to him. Like, this is it. But to be fair, they do have a meeting in Davos today. The US president and the Ukrainian president, Zelensky. I'll probably watch that later on today. I'm not going to be sure on the details on it. But let me even check it. Is it already done? It might have been already done. Davos 2026. That's the WEF. Trump and Zelensky. Oh, okay, so most of the G7s will be coming to the WEF. The WEF. The WEF is even a different ball game. My brother was talking to me about the WEF, but these lot are crazy. Okay. Okay, I don't think I think it's tomorrow. The WEF from January 19th to the 23rd. Yes. Okay. Cool. From the 19th to the 23rd. So probably by Friday then. Okay, so by next week's feed session, I would have had information on I would have had information on the WEF summit and what actually went on in Davos. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for joining here today. Like I said again, if you do want to hear me talk more about these topics, these issues, and you wish to get involved, go ahead and follow me on TikTok here. You can follow me on Twitch, and you can follow me on YouTube by The Fold by Victory. The Fold by Victory. That is DTHEFOLD by Victory. VICTORY. Yours truly. If you do want to get involved, follow me on those: Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. I'll be here again every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 5 till 7 p.m. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for listening today. And I hope all y'all beautiful people have a lovely day. Love. We are Go People. Welcome back to The Fold. Happy belated New Year, people. 20th of January right now. I know I'm a bit late to the new year, but that's that nice. Everyone has a good New Year's. Hope plans go to plan for everyone in the new year. The food was delicious, Mom. I made it. The food was delicious, Mom. Oh, we do have many a times. He's only had one game. The standards at Real Madrid must be so high. Hey, come on, Grimace. Come on. Why'd you call me Grimace? Because you're big and purple.
As young men, a lot of times we get trained to sexually assault women. Now, what I mean by that is,
Man, like, you want talking to people? You want talking? I'm talking to you right now. You want talking to me? Oh damn, solo life.